I want to take this opportunity to give you some insights into forums or discussion board type assignments. And really what we talk about here applies to any assignment. Our goal, or your goal, I guess, is to completely and effectively answer all the questions. And sometimes when questions are a narrative such as this for your week 1 professional introductions, it's easy to miss things. In fact, it's very easy to miss things. So what I would suggest is breaking up the various questions or deliverables or assignment elements that are asked for and putting it on a Word document and, as a checklist. So do you have your resume posted? Check. Do you have a cover letter and the cover letter that explains your educational goals, why you're pursuing MBA, and how these goals apply to your career and personal life? Now, if you neglect any of these things, and notice "and" is like a plus sign there, so that's in addition to your career, how does it affect your professional life? You want to make sure that you include all those things. Okay, so treat the assignments as checklists so you fulfill all the requirements. And I would do, for example, if you decide to post the text directly to the forum or within the dialogue or the submission box instead of as an attached document, go ahead and put the heading in bold. And I know it's pretty obvious here as it's a resume, but resume, cover letter, so on and so forth. That way you clearly know, hey, I did it, I put it there, I did it, I put it there. And the reader, myself or yourself as another student commenting on someone else's work, you clearly know, well, I can find this, they did it all, answers all my questions, or all the requirements of the assignment. This can really be a helpful tool or a helpful method to attack these assignments. And it's really true of any assignment that you do at a university is to, and that's what I'm going to look for especially, is did they answer all the questions? And then when we get to the second part, part 2, is review and comment on at least 2 other classmates' assigned posts and discussion board. Here's where you really want to flesh out, and not necessarily in a argumentative fashion, but just to say, you can, obviously you can say a good job. You may want to point out some areas where there's room for improvement, or they should, from your experience, someone might want to highlight something that was maybe mentioned briefly in a response. Be thoughtful and critical, and not in a negative sense, but in a helpful sense. And I think that will really help you gain as much as you can from forums/discussion board assignments. And the same will be true of other assignments as you work through it. Really break these apart so you can see all the required elements and you can check them off, and your performance will improve greatly, I think. And go ahead, from my perspective, and this wouldn't be true of every class that you take, if there's a series of questions, for example, that aren't asking for documents necessarily or as a way of submission, if it's just a series of questions for a discussion board, go ahead and put the questions in bold right in the forum, and then your response to them underneath in plain text or unbolded text. And again, if you use any citations, they should be in APA so that you are following those academic rules. That's important. So good luck with these, enjoy them, and I look forward to reading your work.